talk about this, Ken. Good college quarterbacks. This is a guy this is going to be his career this year. Is a quarterback for FSU, Thomas Castellano. But Mike Norvell got hot and heavy speaking about him. And look, man, there's I don't know if offseason has just gotten that bad where everyone just finds a way to hype up a team. Maybe it is. Maybe it's just the Kool-Aid. It's a thing that goes around. There's like few teams that are just like, you're gonna be really bad. But everyone else is gonna win the national championship. I guess we all forget that only one gets to win. But Norvell came out and said that Thomas Castellano could go out there and be the best quarterback in the country. As Cody mentioned before the show, the young man that got benched at BC last year. Now, this obviously begs the question, is this coach talk? Is it real talk? I'm going to let you lead it off, Todd, since you're the FSU fan and doesn't think we're just bashing the drum here to beat up FSU. I'll let you settle the tone and or set the tone, I guess, and we'll go from there.
Listen, I like the kid, and I like his electric athleticism, and I think he can be good for the team. But I think Norvell is just coach talking here, and by that I mean it's good. You got to hype your players up. You got to they have to believe that they're the best. And when you give people that confidence, this is a good coaching move. But I mean, he's not going to be the best quarterback in the country. I mean, let's face it. First of all, he's 5'9". He's about 180 pounds. And no quarterback is going to ever be from that size and be the best quarterback in the country. I mean, he's going up against guys like Klubnik and Nussmeier and Sellers. He's nowhere near on the level of those guys as the best quarterback. And someone said that they might be comparing him to the Cam Newton when he came to Auburn. He's half the size of Cam Newton. So I think Norvell, once again, good coaching move, but I don't think I think he can play the system. I think he can play the system to maybe want to be one of the better ones to play the system, but he's not one of the best in the country. I mean, I'm not getting twisted.
I don't know if he's trying to play like he's going to come in and be what Cam Ward was for Miami, because obviously Cam Ward comes in and arguably was one of the best quarterbacks in the country last year. First of all, that was a system that was already put. Though. Cam had a lot of great success leading up to that one. There was a system in place. You weren't flipping over an entire offense, right? Bringing in a new up. There's so many more things that were happening for Miami and other quarterbacks that transfer in. Jordan Travis took Jordan a couple years under Norvell to really find his footing in that system that Norvell was already established with. The other thing that you got to keep in mind too is that I lost my complete train of thought there because Norvell has me in shambles here. But yeah, with him saying this, and look, I wrote an article about it too because Thomas Castellano was upset because you guys weren't on primetime, which was a 3:30 slot against Alabama, which, I mean, it is primetime on ABC. It's not 7:30. I didn't get the take on it, but was like, bet, when that primetime, I think this team, these players, and these coaches should be the least spoken to and the least spoken out about in the entire country. Just shut up. You went 2-10 last year. After the year before, you complained what you had. You had the ability to do that. But why are you running your mouth? Stay under the radar. No need to cause anybody to give you any more attention than they already are. Sneak up on people. You have taken all that away. By him tweeting that out and by now these comments here, it's like, okay, we have to now make sure that we probably could have just forgot about FSU. Right? But now what's going to happen is these games are going to have some talk behind it because of what's happening here, which is not good for FSU. They should have just shut up. Cody?
Go ahead, Cody.
Oh, boy. Golly. Yeah, I once heard one time that no defensive lineman from Florida would start on FSU's roster last year. How'd that turn out, Ty? Or,
who said?
Well, golly. Golly. Let me tell you this. The kid is 5'3", shorter than I am. He's 165 pounds.
Easy.
Soaking wet.
Easy. Hey, listen, that's a freezing cold take.
Hey, listen. Hold on. The best thing that he's going to be, I hope he can drive a truck because he's going to be needing a CDL. Once Alabama smashes him, they're going to pull him off the turf like a tick on a dog's ass. I mean, it's terrible. He's not good. He's not good. He got finished at BC.
Calm down.
You couldn't play for Boston College?
So his 2 years that he started, he threw for 2,200 yards in 2023 and 1,300 yards last year. Now again, he got benched. only threw for 161 times. He was much more improved, which
INTs.
is weird. He
To
played
be
better
fair,
last
hold
year.
up, ho. To be fair,
He's a
Bill
running
O'Brien
quarterback.
is a pro-style quarterback. Bill O'Brien need a pro-style quarterback in his offense. That's his offense.
Yeah, he didn't need a midget.
He's not
I
a
get it.
pro-style quarterback. I'm just saying. And to say that he needs a CDL, first of all, he can't see over the steering wheel of the truck. So how the hell is
I
he
hear
going to run
ya.
CDL?
I get it.
Here's the big takeaway, though. He rushed for 1,100 yards in 2023. He only rushed for 194 in 2024. So clearly,
Because he was playing in a pro-style
I know
offense
I'm on your
under Bill
team. I'm
O'Brien.
agree.
Okay,
Whoa,
I'm sorry.
I didn't yell at you.
apologize.
That was
I
Cody.
apologize.
So look, I think that
Jump,
if he has similar numbers, if he throws for 2,500 yards or 2,200 and rushes for over 1,000, which again, in that Gus Miles zone, what did KJ do for old Gus at UCF before he just got too big and heavy?
Yeah, I mean, what I'm saying is I think he's a different kind of player than KJ Jefferson. KJ Jefferson's like more big and just wants to run forward and he can power you. This guy's electric. I give it to him. Like when he's running, you better know where he is because he will get out and he will scramble. But like that's got to be his game. He's got to. He's not going to be standing in the pocket throwing the football. That's just not who he is.
Here's where I don't think it's as an outrageous take as Cody is making it out to be. Because look, I think the system is massive. We know what Gus Malzahn will do with quarterbacks like Thomas, and we also know what Norvell will do with quarterbacks like Thomas. I think Jordan Travis' game has a part of Thomas's game, that ability to take over a game, that ability to move the pocket, make it mobile, right? Extend plays. That's Thomas's MO. That's his identity. And Norvell thrives when the quarterback kind of just does whatever the quarterback can do in a weird way. Like that cohesion works. So if you look at the quarterbacks that he recruited, right, after Jordan Travis with your Lukes, and I can't think of all their names right now. They're all gone. But they were more quartered towards that pro style, which just didn't fit Mike's eye and scheme. Just sitting in the pocket, it just didn't do well because Norvell had to kind of be the brains, and that didn't work in his motion. So I can see where Norvell feels confident, like I'm back into my wheelhouse with this style of quarterback. And look, you can be a Thomas Castellano. You can be 5'6" taller than Cody and have success and be considered one of the top guys in college football because of the way the game is played. And that's why I think it's an egregious take.
Book it. Not happening. He won't even make it through the season.
But I can see why Coach Norvell feeling a little confident. And
that's all he has.
No,
can't get anybody else.
It's,
Nobody wants to go to that dumpster fire program. You don't
dumpster fire program. We just went 13-0 2 years ago. What are you're going to call us a dumpster fire?
On the back of one player.
Well, look, and this kid can do that.
He's a similar kind of player.
Yeah, look, Cody.
Except Jordan Travis could see over the steering wheel.
He doesn't have to see over the steering wheel when he rolls out.
I mean, it wasn't like Jordan Travis was a big man. Like, let's not get it twisted.
I don't see it.
Also,
I watched a couple
BC
games
about his size.
I just don't see it though.
I make jokes
Jordan
about
Travis
his size.
could throw the ball.
But so can he when he gets out and you roll the pocket and you move the pocket.
Dude, 2 years ago, this kid was electric. This kid was a legitimate threat. Then Bill O'Brien comes in and kind of tries to flip the whole program around, and it just doesn't work for him. He can throw the ball better than KJ Jefferson, I think. KJ Jefferson just can throw it 100 miles on the football field. This kid can kind of zip it around when he gets moving in the pocket.
I think it's a crazy take to say he could be the best quarterback in the country, but I don't think it's a crazy take to think that he's going to have a hell of a football season because I do think that is very, very capable. I think he's very capable of playing the offense, Gus Malzahn offense.
That's what I like.
Yeah, how are you going to be the best quarterback in the country
he has
not the best quarterback in Florida?
I bet he has under 2,000 yards throwing, but probably close to 2,000 yards rushing, to be honest with you.
Yeah, his rushing ability is what I think is
which is huge in college football for quarterbacks. I think that's where these cats can have success. I don't think these cats can go and win the Heisman. I'm not saying any of those things, but look, he'll be. I think he'll give FSU's. I like FSU against Miami this year. I think we'll see, but I'll kind of lean on that more. But we'll get into it.